Hi there, my name is Tyler Jeffcoat. I'm with Seller Accountant, where we provide bookkeeping and CFO services for e-commerce brands. And today's video is going to answer the question, how much money should I be spending on my bookkeeping, right? What should my budget be for tackling the accounting within my e-commerce brand or Amazon selling brand? And let me first of all remind us why we care about the accounting, and then I'm going to walk you through how I would view budgeting if you're small, medium, and large. So first of all, 3 quick reasons why we care about the bookkeeping, why we have to pay attention to the accounting. Number 1, the IRS. It's not possible to file our taxes with confidence unless we have good bookkeeping. Number 2, if we ever were to sell our business, then these financial records that we have are going to become crucial in valuing the business. Bad books equals bad exit. Good books helps us maximize the exit. And then number 3, if you're trying to drive a car from where you are to where you want to go, it's impossible to stay on the road if you don't have clear visibility. If you have mud on the windshield, it is very challenging to drive the vehicle. And so I believe, and I've seen this play out over and over again as the CFO for a bunch of brands, if I can see where my dollars are going and I see how my brand is performing, I can make the right tweaks, I can make the right choices to get where I want to go. And so IRS, sell, and then I got to actually manage this business. So accounting is non-negotiable. We do need to have great bookkeeping, even as a small seller. However, our budget's going to change based on scale. And so let me first of all just give you the budget. My rule of thumb is I want to try to keep accounting expenses below 3% of my total sales, if at all possible. So 3% is kind of my ceiling. What that means is that if I'm doing $20,000 a month in sales, I want to try to keep the accounting budget at $600 a month or less. Now, that can be a little bit challenging because some of the best services out there, and I would consider my service to be one of them, can tend to be a little bit more than $600 a month. And so, as a small seller, as somebody who's just nurturing this fledgling business into life, I can't opt out, but I may not want to hire someone quite yet. It may be time for me as the small seller to do my accounting on my own and actually take a do-it-yourself course. Seller Accountant, we offer one. There's other providers out there that offer do-it-yourself courses. But find out how to do the accounting. Give yourself the benefit of having a clean windshield, right? I don't want mud on the windshield, but not having to pay an outsized portion of my budget to accounting. Now, as I grow a little bit, and that magic number is somewhere between $20,000 a month in sales and about $50,000 a month in sales, and it kind of depends on how many SKUs you have and the complexity of your channels. But at some point, it makes a ton of sense, both in terms of my time and in terms of my budget, to just hire someone else to do this for me so that I have increased visibility and decreased time that has to be put into bookkeeping. Again, that's kind of a no-brainer at $50,000 a month, because all of a sudden it's probably not going to be 3% of your sales as a budget. It'll be a little bit less because the service, doing accounting in our world, in this e-commerce world, actually scales very, very nicely. What that means is we don't get as much more expensive as your sales, right? Your sales double, the accounting price doesn't double. And so once a seller has reached that $50,000 a month line and up all the way until they reach about $1 million a month in sales, they are primed to bring in an outsourced team like Seller Accountant, do the books for them, do them correctly. We provide the quality assurance. You don't have to hire a full-time or part-time employee and actually manage them, and you get the result you want at a really cheap budget. And so that's kind of the sweet spot. And then, of course, if you're much larger than $1 million a month in sales, it may be time to have a full controller team that's in-house. You're having some additional salaries and whatnot. But during that middle area, that $50,000 to $1 million a month, probably makes sense to hire someone to come in, and the budget should never exceed 3%. As you scale, it won't. And so the 4 takeaways here really quickly, opting out of accounting is a really bad idea because you don't want to drive with mud on the windshield. You want to keep that budget below 3% if you go at all can. What that means is, as a small seller, I might do it myself. As a large seller, I'm going to look to outsource the accounting because, again, budgets align and I can free up my brain and my time to do other things. So that's my note on how to price and think through bookkeeping expenses. Hey guys, if this video or the other videos that Seller Accountant releases are helpful, it would actually help us if you would like the video and subscribe to the channel. It just helps other people find these videos and us be able to generate value for them as well. Again, I'm Tyler Jeffcoat from Seller Accountant. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.